spend one of my superiority dice.
Okay.
Hoping I hit it, of course. I'm gonna go with the 22 hits.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That's very good. Okay, this has been. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to frighten the target since I hit it.
So now, it is immune to being frightened. So you might want to use another maneuver.
Clearly, yes. I will go with a goading attack then instead.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to add this to my damage. Get the first roll. Why? Why with the ones? Why? Okay. That was 9 damage. Plus the superiority dice outputs. Going to target the target, add the target attack damage and target next weapon instead of the target to the next one time. How that? Okay. Add the die to your attack damage and target makes a wisdom save. Okay.
So he needs to make a wisdom save?
Yeah, he's made a wisdom save, but I also get to attack, add this to my damage too. So
Ooh.
that's superiority die.
He gets a nat 20 on his wisdom save.
That bastard! Oh, that sucks. Well, in any case, add 6 to the damage that I just did because I was supposed to add 6 to the roll.
So it doesn't matter because you, on your first attack, you killed him.
Oh, dang!
So you can use your movement to make your second attack
On somebody else.
on somebody else.
Alright, well, I would like to attack whichever the next one that's closest.
So this guy here.
Yes.
All right.
Let's roll again. I'm gonna go with 26 hits.
Yes. Indeed it does.
For 12 damage.
Okay. He takes 12 damage. Anything with your bonus attack or bonus action?
Bonus action will be the bonus attack. And that is 26 again.
Yes.
And 11 damage.
Okay. All right. Pepperell is no longer paralyzed.
Okay, I was getting my question. If the Revenant dies, does the paralyze linger or not?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes,
I will cast Darkness
Oh, shit. Okay.
on this point.
So
So it's a 15-foot circle.
okay. 15-foot circle. Hold on here.
Oops, that's a box.
Well, yeah, it'd be 3 of those squares. I know there's a way.
That's not good either. Rectangle too. Hold Alt for circle.
Right.
There we go.
So there's a 15-foot circle.
So it should get,
Whoops.
yeah, these 2 Revenants in the lower half of the room.
Okay, I see what you're doing. Let's see here. So you want it more like right there. To get those 2 Revenants, right?
Yeah, it's a 15-foot, but that's close enough so they can't see anymore.
Right.
And then I will move in
Okay.
to the darkness, which I can see just fine.
Right. Okay.
Done.
Okie dokie. Now, here's the other thing about Revenants. It's good that Helga didn't waste anything on the symbol of Ravenkind because they are immune to turn attempts. Curious the Third, what would you like to do?
So they're both surrounded in darkness, huh?
Yep.
Yep.
How's everybody's HP looking?
I'm fine.
I'm okay.
Basil's taking some punches.
Yeah, I'm down to 13 and 51.
Oof.
Okay, well, sounds like Maisel needs this though.
I could use a little cure wounds and everything works.
I will use one of the ones of my spell storage.
Okay. So something to keep in mind, Cure Wounds is a touch spell, so you'll have to move up next to Maisel.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
He can fly right over.
Yeah, she should be fine.
Yep.
Where is she?
She is right here.
Right there. And that's going to be 3d8. Looks good. 12, 17 plus 19 total.
Ooh, thank you.
That definitely helps.
Yeah.
Is there anything you want to do with a bonus action?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. So, Maisel, you can make an attack, but you'd be at disadvantage on the guy in front of you. And this guy is no longer a disadvantage.
And that's because you're adventure.
Yeah, there's just a impenetrable globe of darkness in front of you.
Okay. Well, I think that's what I got, so I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Theory being, if they can't see you, they can't paralyze you.
Right.
Right. Oh, absolutely. No, I'm on board. 100%. But that was only an 8 minute, so that's a miss.
That is a miss. Do you have a second attack? Oh, yeah, 24 hits.
Right, but it's disadvantage.
Oh, right. So your second attack then?
Yeah.
Nope. Darn.
Which is 9.
Nope. Did you want to do anything with a bonus action or just move on to your Strahd?
I think I'm just going to move on to my slot.
Okay.
The slot has some vision.
You
So,
can't see in magical darkness, but
yeah, dark vision won't help him, but let me double check something with slots.
if he has true seeing or something else, there's a couple ways, but
Yeah.
Blind touch.
oh, you can use blind fight, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, he can.
Good thinking.
So he is not at disadvantage.
Awesome.
Yeah, he has blindside out to 60 feet.
Yeah. 27 to hit.
Yes.
So that's 9 piercing, 7 necrotic.
Okay. So he is resistance to the necrotic.
Okay. And then with claw, first claw attack, is only 11.
New.
Second claw attack is 23 to hit,
Yes.
and that's 9 piercing, or excuse me, 10 slashing, 7 necrotic.
Okay. All right. He's still up. The Revenants regain 10 hit points. Revenants. This Revenant is going to move out of the darkness, which means Pepperell and Mike both get attacks of opportunity.
Perfect.
Uh, 14.
15 hits.
Yep, both of those hit.
Whoops, hold on, let me get the right damage. That second damage number is correct, 20 radius.
Okay, so, and Mike, how much damage did you do?
20 axe damage.
Okay, that's smart. And he took radiant damage. That means that next round he cannot regenerate. This Revenant is going to move over here, which means that Maisel gets an attack of opportunity on him because he moved through Maisel's space.
Okay.
Pepperell technically would get attack of opportunity, but he already used his reaction.
Yep, I only get one.
Yes, 21 hits. For another 7 piercing. Okay. So then, now that that movement's out of the way, the Revenants will continue their attacks on Mike and Maisel. On Maisel, 2 sword attacks. 16 to hit.
Oh, yeah, just AC.
Okay. For 12 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And a 13 to hit is going to miss.
Oh.
On Mike, $16 probably misses Mike.
That misses.
21 to hit.
That hits.
Ugh. Fucking ones. 6 points of slashing damage.
My flap 7.
Yes. We're all laughing at him. Helga, what would you like to do? So you saw these guys burst out of this globe of magical darkness and continue their attacks.
I believe I can move like here.
Uh-huh.
10.
Yeah, each one of those squares is 5 feet, so.
Okay, and then I'll attack the one right here.
Okay, go for it.
I thought 20.
Yes.
First attack.
Yes.
Nice.
Got 7 slashing damage and 7 radiant.
Okay. So he can no longer regenerate.
My second attack is 8 to hit, so I doubt that works.
Nope, that's a miss.
Okay, and then the Shield Guardian will just attack.
Okay. Shield Guardian smash.
Yeah, exactly. Alright. I got a soft one hit, and then 11 damage.
Okay.
Bludgeoning hit. And the second attack, I got a 14 hit. Is that hit?
Yes.
Okay. 1, 6, so 11
Okay.
bludgeoning damage, and that's my turn.
Okay. These guys are now starting to look pretty beat up. Mike, what would you like to do?
Continue beating him up.
All right.
19 to hit.
Yes.
15 damage.
Yes. Next attack.
17 to hit.
Yes.
14 damage.
Okay. This guy goes down.
Haha.
Yay!
Okay. Let's see here. So that was all of Mike's attacks, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Brian, what would you like to do?
Can I even reach the bad guy?
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Seems barely surrounded.
So if you went up and around, that's 20 feet of movement, and you could get to him.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay. All right, go ahead and make your attacks. This guy's just got 3 angry people beating on him.
Well, that was a natural 1 for that first attack.
Oh!
Sit watching.
He is going to make an attack of opportunity on you. Soft 20 to hit.
Oh, it hits.
Okay. And so you overreach, and he slashes you for 16 points of slashing damage.
You. That did not feel good. Okay.
Your next attack.
All right, that's a little bit better. 22 to hit.
Yes.
$11 for damage.
Okay. And your bonus.
$28 to hit.
Yes.
And 14 damage.
Okay. All right. If these were any other monster besides Revenants, they would probably run. He would probably try to escape, but they are blinded by vengeance. So, you know, Pepperell, what would you like to do?
I'll move back 5 feet in my darkness and lightning lure.
Okay. So
67 for the strength save.
okay.
Got a 50-50 shot.
22 to save.
Nothing happened.
Does he still take lightning damage then?
No, I have to pull him towards me for lightning damage to occur.
Okay. Is there anything with a bonus action or anything else?
I seethe at my ineptitude.
Yeah.
I take the lowest position in my darkness and view.
Yeah, Revenants have a +7 to their saving throw, so these guys are kind of beefy. Curious the Third, what would you like to do now that you have a Revenant like pretty much right in front of you?
Carries his feeding birds in a second.
Okay.
Roll a save versus demanding bird hunger.
Is everybody still doing okay on HP?
Let's see, that last round, I think Mike took damage and maybe Maisel again?
Yeah, but I should be okay since there's only one left. Be okay.
Famous last words.
Great. Well,
I should be okay.
When I come back, Dad.
I'll go ahead and give you a heal.
Tis but a gut wound. I should be fine. They only nicked my aorta. I'm fine.
Minor.
How much damage are you down?
31.
I'll use that one. Let's see. I'm going to use my actual spell.
Last time I was down 31 hit points, I went to the doctor.
Eh.
Unfortunately, the injury to my knee reduced my hit point maximum.
I'll give you 12.
Awesome.
And then for my bonus action, I'll do healing word also on her.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
Let's see. D4. For another 8.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
And that will leave actually, I'm gonna take a nice little 5-foot step back and watch the fun.
Okay. All right. Maisel, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm going to hit with my rapier again. Am I at disadvantage or no?
No, he's out of the darkness.
Okay.
Last round, you attacked the darkness, but
So that's 12, which is not enough, I'm sure.
no, narrow miss.
Okay, then I'm going to try again.
Yeah, that hits.
Great.
Okay. Anything with your bonus, or do you want to move to your slot?
With my bonus in gratitude for that 2 back-to-back heals, I'd like to give Bardic Inspiration to Jerry
Nice.
the third. Because I'm feeling much better, really. Thank you. Okay. And then
Give you a
with
wrench.
the Strahd, it's gonna be 23 to hit.
Yes.
Okay. Let me pull up the card again. Which is 9 piercing, 7 necrotic.
Yeah, okay. And your next attack?
And my next attack would be First Claws, which is 24 to hit,
Yes.
which is 10 slashing, 7 necrotic.
Okay. That kills the last revenant.
Whew. Good job, Slotty.
Okay. And I assume that Pepperell will drop concentration on the darkness.
Yeah, I'm still sulking.
I'm just going to stay inside the darkness for just a little bit longer.
Hello, darkness,
Darkness, my friend.
Exactly. Come to talk with you. I hear it in the disturbed version.
It's the only version now.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the good version. Yes.
You
So
guys should see the version that's in Trolls. That one's fucked up, Bonnie.
So, out the window, these are stained glass windows, and out the window, you can actually see that there's a cemetery out here, and it looks like there's a outbuilding at the corner of the this crenellated wall around the cemetery, and there's a door leading out of here to the north.
Ooh, dead people. I want to go congratulate them on being dead. It will lift my spirits.
Curious really needs to get a whole bunch of dirt from here, right? And put it like in the bag of holding so that they
Yeah,
have like
just shovel like 10 days of dirt in the bag of holding.
yeah, something I want to do when I get in there because
Yeah, you can go out there and get some rations for carries of dirt.
Yeah, do you want dirt or bones? I think the bones might be handier.
Need both.
I want to start collecting fingers and toes for snackage.
Nugget.
He's on a keto plan.
Do you
I'm just gonna have some bone broth.
On a keto diet, I can only eat cavemen.
Give me but a moment. I'm going to go refresh my drink, and it will be right back.
Green yogurt tastes like snozberries.
I'm just walking around the graveyard going, you're so lucky. You're lucky too. It must be so nice.
Are there graves? Read? I want to read the graves.
Oh, would you take some rubbings?
Yeah.
Extra stats. Spin the left. Oh, that's good. That was good. That was it.
Okay. In the cemetery, tucked behind the mansion is a fog-shrouded cemetery enclosed by a 7-foot-tall fence of wrought iron. In the northeast corner stands a mausoleum. You suddenly feel like someone or something is watching you. Looking up, you spot a well-dressed man in a thick mane of thistledown hair observing you from a high tower window. He draws the curtain and disappears from view.
Is the window in the mausoleum or part of the castle?
Part of the castle.
Is there anything to read on the graves? Is there anything of note?
So, make a Helga, make a perception check.
She does that. Can I take a flight up and just take a quick peek around, see if anything pops my interest from a high?
Sure.
I got a
On a 14, so the thick fog in the cemetery kind of obscures your vision a bit, but you get closer and inspect one of the graves and realize that at first when you get close to it, it looks like the grave has been dug up. But then you realize that, in fact, something has clawed its way out of the earth.
Alright, I'll let the others know.
And then, hold on here. When you get closer to this mausoleum, tarnished silver-plated gargoyles shaped like dragon wormlings cling to the stone-tiled roof of this mausoleum. An 8-foot-tall, 4-foot-wide white marble door set into the southwest corner is engraved with a name, Argynvost.
Oh, dragon.
Curious the Third, you hold on, my cat's out freaking out because I closed the door. Like literally throwing herself against the door.
I will take no for an answer, not take no for an answer.
Well, last night it was like she discovered what the microphones actually do, and she like went up directly to the microphone, stuck her nose in the mic, and goes "Row, row," like really loud.
You should set her up to stream. She'd probably get 300K subscribers.
Yeah, right. I know. Give her her own channel. So, Curious the Third, you fly up to where you notice the person looking out the window, and you can see in between these richly appointed drapes that were pulled shut. You can see through a crack in the between the drapes. Rich drapes faded by time and neglect hide the windows of this otherwise empty room, and there's nobody in there.
Very big.
It is a very large room, and there's literally nothing else in there. No furniture, nothing. Just a bare floor.
That seems suspicious. I'll fly back and let the party know.
Okay. So yeah, this is a white marble door that is engraved with the name Argynvost.
Let's go in.
It seems like that would be the way to some treasure.
You know what? I thought we were supposed to return the skull to the river or something. Or isn't this where it remains? Or another burial stuff?
Sure.
Maybe.
So who all's going into the mausoleum? Everybody, or?
That is my point of view.
Sure.
Weird, young. I like mausoleums. They remind me of home.
I like my bedroom to look like this.
I don't want to admire the stonework inside.
Brian walks in. Did you know this mausoleum is made out of stone?
Like,
Stoniest stone of all stones.
The interior of the mausoleum is dark and dusty. You see 4 empty alcoves with raised floors. Etched into the far wall is a verse written in Draconic. Does anybody speak Draconic?
I speak Draconic.
So does Mike.
Okay. It says, "Here lie the bones and treasures of Argynvost, Lord of Argynvostholt, the founder of the Order of the Silver Dragon."
Bones. That makes me hungry.
Did someone say bones? Yeah, if we run out of food for him, we can always eat the skull. Does it look like there's any place to hang the skull or a place the skull used to rest?
You could place it like on one of the raised alcoves here, or here.
Let's see if it's appropriate.
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you place the skull inside, and you all step back out, and shut the door, and let's see here. Then something special happens. At the top of the tower, where is 53 to be exact? It doesn't say. That's interesting. Hold on here. Huh. Peculiar.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Huh. Now I am. Oh. Wait. There are more floors. Way at the top of the octagonal tower, 4 stories up, you see that the top of the tower suddenly ignites in a bluish white light that shoots up into the sky, it parts the clouds, and it lights like a beacon.
I'm no expert, but I'll just know how to do that.
Dinner and a show.
All of you gain a +1 bonus to your armor class.
What?
That's a 10.
And stepping out onto this stairwell, you see a revenant step out, followed by 6 other revenants, but the one in the lead steps out, and he is much better well appointed than the rest. He's wearing like a tattered blue and silver fur-lined cloak, and he's carrying a great sword. And he comes out and he says, you have succeeded in replacing Argynvost's skull to the mausoleum, and his light now shines across Barovia. You have reminded me and my fellow Revenants and the Knights of the Silver Dragon of what our purpose is. Fear not, you have nothing more to fear from my group of knights. We are here to aid you. This can be a place of respite for you and a place of rest. How may we help you?
The +1 to AC, is that permanent or temp?
While the beacon shines, characters and other creatures that oppose Strahd gain a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws for as long as they remain in Barovia.
Nice.
That was amazing.
So if I spend
Plus 2
200,
to every stat.
I lose that?
Yeah, let's say you kill Strahd and succeed and you guys leave Barovia, then you would lose the +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
Or if I suddenly get a crush on him like Strahd's the greatest.
Yeah. Well, let's say, here's an example. Let's say that Strahd succeeds in charming you. You would no longer oppose Strahd, so you would lose the +1 bonus to AC and saving throws while you were charmed.
That's a great point.
I think we should ask them if there's anything, any items, material items in the castle or in the swamp that'll help us defeat Strahd.
Let's see. I don't know if he has anything to really help you.
That's okay, I just thought yeah.
You have a cool castle to call around.
Man, we got real estate everywhere now.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
We got hosed into Greenwater. It's a bard in me, I can't help it.
Yeah, they don't really have any treasure or something that they could give you, but Vladimir Horngard, he pledges the Order of the Silver Dragon to your cause.
Cool, so teach them to the vampire hunters and formulate a plan to attack Strahd. I think we're set. I think we have a lot.
Stepping out onto the stairwell, you see another Revenant come up, and he's dressed a little bit differently. He's wearing more tattered clothy robes. You would guess that he was probably a spellcaster in life. And he comes up and says, whispers something to Vladimir Horngard. And Vladimir Horngard says, yes, I completely understand. And he kisses him. And then you learn, he says, oh, allow me to introduce the love of my life, Sir Godfrey Gwillem. And Sir Godfrey... Yeah, Sir Godfrey's a looker. Like, he's missing part of his nose, and, you know. Sir Godfrey tells Vladimir that, let's see here. That he tells him that Esmeralda de Venure has arrived at Argynvostholt and wishes to speak with him immediately. Esmeralda, if you remember, she is one of the vampire hunters, the one with the violin for a leg.
I remember her.
All right, let's all go. Right here at the door.
She, yeah, you guys go back into Argynvostholt, and where is his throne room? Is there a throne room? Not really. This mansion's laid out a little weird. Yeah, it's up on the 3rd floor. He leads you all the way upstairs, and there is a grand hall or what was once a grand hall. The west wall of this 50-foot long, 30-foot wide audience hall has crumbled, leaving a gaping hole and a pile of rubble. Weapons and shields that once hung from the walls have fallen to the floor and succumbed to rust. A large wooden throne, carved to resemble a dragon with unfolding wings, faces 3 tall windows to the west. Slumped in the throne is a gaunt, armored figure, which is Vladimir Horngard, a gauntlet wrapped around the hilt of his greatsword. And Esmeralda kind of kneels, and she says, we have seen the beacon of Argynvost lit above Argynvostholt. It can be seen as far away as Vallaki and Kresk. And she turns to you guys and says, let's see, how far can it be seen? Let's see here. Yeah, it can be seen in Kresk and in Vallaki, and has given hope to the people of Barovia for the first time in many ages.
Yay.
And she says, if you are, she presents you with a choice. She says, there is one other place that you can visit that you may gain at least a bit more information and possibly have the chance to weaken Strahd before your final confrontation. And she looks out the gaping hole in the western side of this audience hall, and you can see down the cliffside where this swamp begins. And she points. She says that is the ruins of the town of Berez.
I'm not with that. Everybody else is.
She tells you that. Hold on here. She tells you that Berez at one time was a thriving town, just as Vallaki or Kresk, but that long before Irina Kolyana, there was a peasant woman from Berez named Marina. Strahd first met Marina in the small village on the shore of the Luna River, and Marina bore a striking resemblance to Strahd's beloved Tatiana, both in appearance and in manner, and she became Strahd's obsession. He seduced her in the dead of night and feasted on her blood, but before she could be turned into a vampire, the Burgermeister of Berez, Luzlo Ulrich, with the aid of the local priest named Brother Grigor, killed Marina to save her soul from damnation. Boy, that seems like the cure is worse than the disease. Enraged, Strahd slew the priest and the Burgermeister, then used his power over the land to swell the river, flooding the village and forcing the residents to flee. Later, a marsh crept in, preventing the villagers from returning. Berez has remained mostly abandoned since. She says, however, there is one notable exception. Strahd's adopted stepmother, who was really a witch named Baba Lysaga, has her home in the marsh of Berez. This would deal a deathly striking blow against Strahd if she were to cease to exist.
It's a worthy endeavor.
Yeah, I mean, we're right here. That's good.
You're all like, yeah, fuck that bitch. Let's go get her.
Let's get the witch. Where?
Okay.
For fun.
Very small stones.
In metagaming, how much do we have left before we actually go after him? We're getting pretty close to the end, aren't we?
You are getting very close. So at this point, before we go to Perez, and because of your actions, you guys got through this content a little bit quicker than I expected. I want you to all take a level. While you are taking a level, I will be right back. I need to go grab another map. Hold on just a moment.
Yeah, level 9.
Is taking a level refresh your hit points?
Yes. In general, it'd be during a rest, so you could verify, but most of the time.
We got level 9. Yep. That's why I'm taking a level 2 cleric, so that's a quick one. So. Ravnica? How about Minotaur? Either be Xanathars or probably Xanathar.
Okay. Now, let's see here. I want to... this. That. So used to just dragging and dropping stuff to that's not what I wanted. Sorry, guys. Give me just a minute here. Okay. So then I can sweet. Well, that's not as big as I thought it would be. Oh, that's why. Okay. All right. Well. Huh. Weird.
Does anyone have greater restoration?
No, I have removed curse though.
Okay.
Okay, so on this map, you guys are, if you go to the far lower right, that is where you will find your tokens. Are you guys all leveled up?
Yeah, I think it was Brian had a question. Do we regain all our hit points at that process?
Yeah, we're going to say that you can gain the benefits of a long rest for having stayed at Argynvostholt. It's funny because that's one of the things that I've noticed about a lot of computer and console role-playing games is that whenever you level up, you get all of your shit back. It's like, I think they do that just for, ease of paperwork. Why do all that extra math if you don't have to?
I made that unfortunate assumption in Baldur's Gate 3 beta.
Oh.
And forgot after leveling up, you can level up mid roam. You don't have to go to camp to level up. So I thought, oh, I'll get my hit points back. And I leveled up and I still had 6 hit points.
Yeah, no. So I've been playing through, over the holidays with the Steam sale, I've been playing through Deus Ex Mankind Divided, finally. And a lot of stealth missions in Deus Ex games. Except my idea of a stealth mission is to not sneak past guys. I like to sneak up behind them and kill them. And that way I don't have to sneak past them on the way back out. If they're dead, then, So I've gone through, luckily I have a suppressor for my 10mm pistol. And it is great. It is very satisfying to just go up behind somebody and plug them in the back of the ear. Just a very satisfying game, let me tell you.
I'm not sure if you guys have read about Baldur's Gate 3 in progress, but one of the funnest things they have is you can shove someone off a cliff. And dependent on the terrain height of the cliff, they will also take fall damage. So you get to the highest point of the cliff and someone approaches the lip, you just and they go flying.
Yeah, they've already talked about nerfing that because it's become such a thing that everybody's like, oh, well, you don't really have to fight anybody, just shove them off cliffs. Yep. And so they're talking about, yeah, we really need to fix that.
I think they're also going to nerf the jump spell, not because it's overpowered so much as, but when they fake out the terrain, the jump spell will allow you to jump through any non-clipped opening.
Right.
So a speedrunner has reached the final plot point of the game in less than 7 minutes by jumping through places that would skip a cutscene.
Right.
To get cutscenes ahead.
All right, so are we all leveled up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pick spell.
You got a what?
Pick out a spell.
Ah.
Other than that, I'm
Okay. Well, you can pick that out as we go.
pretty much.
So, you guys leave Argynvostholt and head down the mountain towards the town of Berez. And at one point, the main trail that would lead back towards Kresk and then kind of meander off to the east and go to Vallaki, you find a small trail with just a wooden sign that says that at the head of the trail that says Berez, and this is the trail that you take. The trail hugs the river for several miles. The dirt and grass soon turn to marsh as the trail dissolves into spongy earth pockmarked with stands of tall reeds and pools of stagnant water. A thick shroud of fog covers all. Scattered throughout the marsh are old peasant cottages, their walls covered with black mildew. Their roofs caved in. These decrepit dwellings seem to hunker down in the mire as though they have long since given up on escaping the thick mud. everywhere you look, black clouds of flies dart about, hungry for blood. The fog is much thinner on the far side of the river, where the light flashes amid a dark ring of standing stones. So, let me zoom out of this map here. So actually, I guess you guys are probably closer than this. You're probably more about right here. And you can see that there is these moldering buildings that are just rotting away in the marsh. And right here, where the red X is, you see a scarecrow. What would you like to do?
I want to scare the scarecrow.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get flex on the scarecrow.
Okay.
Trying to scare me? Scare you?
Make an intimidation check.
You got 20 flex on the scarecrow.
You can do it. I believe in you.
I believe in me, but do the dice. 11.
Well.
I got a 23.
Okay. The scarecrow only gets a 10, and but it jumps off of its wooden stand, and you realize that these scarecrows are actually alive. Let's see here. I don't know that I... Oh, that's not what I want. Don't know that I actually have something for scarecrows. Oh... Well, that kind of works. Yeah. Throw him right here. All these scarecrows, due to your intimidation, this come to life and are hell-bent on destroying you. Everybody roll initiative.
What intimidation means.
So the first scarecrow that you intimidated is will have disadvantage on his first round because he is frightened of Pepperell. I think.
What was the intimidation check on that?
Well, not frightened, but intimidated by Pepperell. Hold on here.
Like, not by me. The one who runs around bullying people.
So let's see.
I'm
Maisel.
going with cloud of flies.
Maisel got a 16. Pepperell got an 11. What did Helga get?
5.
5? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Carries the third.
19.
And Mike
15.
and Brian.
Got an 8.
You got what?
8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So carries the third. You see this scarecrow jump off of its perch. What would you like to do?
Seems very menacing, does it?
It does.
Well, and that's all like town next to it?
Yeah, ruins of a town. The buildings are moldering, covered in mildew and moss, and seem to be gradually sinking into the swamp.
Well, we'll stick with the scorching ray. I don't want to burn down the town we came to come look at.
Okay.
Bad taste.
Well, I mean, all the buildings are sopping wet. I don't know that they would really burn so much as just smoke.
That depends on how bad that fireball damage is.
That's true.
So we're just gonna go with scorching ray.
Okay.
Let's see. The lowest is a 15.
That means they all hit. And
Yep.
being a scarecrow, they are vulnerable to fire. So he will take double damage from all of your fire spells.
I kind of figured, being all made of straw and shit. Let's see, what do we got? So that's 3, all set. 14, 15, 19, 24 damage.
Okay. Is that doubled already?
No.
Okay. So this scarecrow, he hits him with 3 scorching rays, and this scarecrow goes up in a ball of fire, and it takes off running before it just finally falls to the ground and burns itself out. Is there anything you'd like to do with a bonus action or movement?
Was that the only one, or are we still?
No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 more.
Oh, I didn't even see them over there. Yeah, zoom out. As a bonus action, I will meta magic. Look at Mike and be like, you got this, and cast haste.
Okay, so you haste Mike. All right.
You got it, bro. You got this.
Maisel, what would you like to do?
Muted.
It's like the official motto of the pandemic. Okay. You are on mute. Okay, I'm going to use my crossbow.
Muting is just your virtual mask.
So 15 to hit?
Yep, that hit. You're shooting at this guy here?
Yep, exactly.
Yep, 15 hits him.
Okay.
Yep, from a magical crossbow, that is 12 points of damage.
Okay.
Your next attack.
And then I will look over my shoulder and give inspiration to Pepperell.
Okay.
Is that D8 plus as an attack bonus or damage bonus?
Yeah, D8.
You have a second attack though, don't you?
But wouldn't I have to reload? I don't have crossbow.
Your crossbow doesn't have the loading action.
Oh, that's right, because it's fancy and a fiddle. Then I'm definitely going to shoot again. how's that?
Yes, that hits.
Okay.
Okay, for another 8. All right. Did you want to send in your death slot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's going to attack the same one.
Okay.
It's that one. Since I'm not fancy and have fire, I guess I just have to beat it to death. Okay. So it's 16 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. And that's with the bite, so it's 9 piercing, 7 necrotic.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to take all of that. Next attack.
And then I'll aim for that one. Or, oh, he's still up?
Yeah.
Never mind, I'm gonna. I figured he'd be dead by now. Ooh, that's not good. That was a natural one.
Dope. The scarecrow.
Body still can't attack me.
The scarecrow will make a take a reaction to make an attack of opportunity on the death slot.
Cool.
18 to hit.
18 hits, yes.
Okay.
Although, does the slot get the +2 AC since he's technically working for me and I'm fighting?
No, because he's not hiding behind you. He's in direct melee combat.
So I just meant like in general to his AC because
Oh.
it's the light of the night.
No. And neither does the shield guardian.
Okay.
They're not.
Okay.
They would not be considered willing. Like the shield guardian, being a construct, doesn't really have the animus to make a decision on whether he's a Denk Strahd or not. And the death slot really doesn't want to be here. So,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He's a slave. You're a slave owner.
yeah, congrats. So the death slot takes 3 points of slashing damage and needs to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Well, maybe not. Hold on. I need to check something on slots. No, he needs to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 17.
Okay, so he is not frightened of the scarecrow. Did the Slod want to make his last claw attack?
Yes. That's not that much better. 11 to hit.
That hits.
Sweet. And so that's 10 slashing, 7 necrotic.
Okay, and this, the Slod tears that scarecrow apart and just leaves nothing but a pile of straw and rended parts all over the place.
Awesome.
Mike, what would you like to do?
Looks like I can reach that first one there behind the X.
What's your ace? So don't you have extra movement?
Yeah.
This guy here?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Then I'm going to hastily run up to him and smack him with my axe.
Go for it.
Bonus action, I'm going to rage first.
Okay.
That seems like the thing to do.
Pulls out a stress ball. God, I hate scarecrows!
He does things. They're so scary.
Irrational anger towards scarecrows.
Yeah.
And the scarecrow says, "Why, that's not a very nice thing to do. I'm just here to see the saga because I want a heart."
20 to hit.
Yes.
17 damage.
Okay. Your next attack?
32 to hit.
Yes.
16 damage.
Okay.
And my hasted.
Yep.
My hasted attack.
Yes.
27 to hit for
Yes.
23 damage.
Oof. Oof. This scarecrow is rended from your axe. Do you have anything else in you?
That's all.
Okay. These scarecrows. This scarecrow is going to try to. Kriegerbots, avenge your brother! This one's going to run right up to Maisel, but he had to dash to do that. This one. This one comes to this point. And Maisel, you need to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
Is that with your plus? Well, even with your +1, it's still not high enough. You are. Let's see here. You are paralyzed with fear. It uses terrifying gaze. And this one. 25, 30, 35. He can get to here. And Mike, you need to make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
He failed terribly.
Okay, you are paralyzed with fear. Hold on here. Oh my god, I don't know why these scarecrows have such a massive footprint. There we go. Okay, and the scarecrow that moved to Mike is going to make an attack. He gets 2 claw attacks. 13 misses. Oh wait, you're paralyzed. So he has advantage. So 18, 19, 20, 21. 21, does 21 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. 4. 7 points of slashing damage, and the second attack, nat 20. For, that's shitty, fucking ones. For 9 points of slashing damage. That's the most pathetic critical hit I've ever seen. Okay, Pepperell Doohickey. You can see these two have moved up on Maisel, and Maisel is paralyzed with fear.
I will move here. I think I can see all 4 at once from there.
Yes.
I will cast Wall of Light.
Okay. That's not. Is that just in player's handbook?
No, that's Xanthers.
Okay, that would be why I am not completely familiar with it.
It is the most awesome wall spell ever.
Let's see. So basically you turn the ruins into a rave.
Yeah, I know.
Wall of light. Shimmering wall of bright light appears at a point you choose within range. The wall appears to be in any orientation you choose, horizontally, vertically, or diagonally. It can be free-floating, or it can rest on a solid surface. The wall can be up to 6 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick. Walls block line of sight, but creatures and objects can pass through it. It emits bright light out to 120 feet and dim light for an additional 120 feet. Man, that is a bright wall. Each creature in the area must make a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, they take 48 radiant and is blinded for 1 minute. On successful save, takes half damage and isn't blinded. Okay. All right.
So I want to cast it horizontally, so it's 10 feet wide.
Okay.
And let's figure out how to draw this. Clark. All those squares are wall of light 5 feet high.
Okay. So they need to make a Constitution saving throw, which they are not great at. They get a whole whopping 8.
My DC is
Higher than 8.
yeah. Where is it? Con 18.
Okay, so they are all blinded, and they each take 48 radiant damage.
I'm not sure why there's a die 20 in there. So the damage would be 8, 16, 19, 21 points. No, that's right, 21 points of damage.
Okay, so they all take 21 radiant damage and are blinded. Their attacks are at disadvantage, and any attacks on them are at advantage.
But don't go into the light. Unlike Carol Ann, don't go into the light.
Somebody hold Maisel back. She's scared. She might go into the light. Okay. Is there anything else you wanted to do?
Marvel at how awesome my spell choice was.
Brian, what would you like to do?
He said, don't go into the light. Whoa. Where's my, my keyboard was accidentally pressing a button and everything on the screen was weird. So give me a moment while I reorient where the hell we are. I definitely looked weird. Are there any other objectives?
Yeah, you've got, I mean, in the immediate vicinity, there's the two guys here.
And that squiggly line is a light?
Yes.
Yep, filling those 5-foot squares edge to edge.
Oh. And you said don't go into the light?
Correct.
You could swing into the light. You just don't want to end your turn in the light.
Oh, gotcha. I was very concerned. Okay. I'd like to attack the first person.
Okay, so move you up here, and you can attack him. Go for it.
25.
Yes.
Damage.
Okay.
Next attack is 23 to hit.
Yes.
Nice.
10 damage.
Okay. This scarecrow ceases to be.
Alright. I'm fairly certain I can't hit the other one, right? Without moving into the light.
That, yeah, if you took 5 foot step forward, you'd be in the wall of light. And you would then have to make a con save and either be blinded or take 48 damage.
You can move through the light up towards, like there.
Like here or...
Yeah, you just don't want to end your turn in the light.
Okay. Then yes, I will do that suggestion and move here.
Okay.
And then make that attack on this.
Okay. So he's blinded, so he can't really make an attack of opportunity for moving through his space because he can't see you. So, well, I mean, I suppose he could at disadvantage. It's not like he got a whole whopping 6, so he missed. I mean, it was pointless.
Okay. Does him being blinded affect my attack at all?
You get advantage.
What does advantage mean again?
Roll 2 d20s and take the higher of the 2.
In that case, then. Mother effer!
Roll 2 on.
Oh, almost. 17 hit?
It does.
Okay. And 12 damage.
Okay. He takes another 12, and your bonus action.
I thought that was because I did the 2 attacks.
Oh, that's right. You're right. You're right. You are correct.
And let's get another attack because I have 2 other items.
Yeah, you get 2 main hand attacks, and then 1 as a bonus action, an offhand attack.
Okay, well then that's everything I believe.
Okay. Helga, what would you like to do?
So Maisel hurting a little bit, right?
Maisel is no longer scared because the... Oh, wait, no, she is. The one that is terrifying her is this one here.
Whoa.
And you have advantage on your attacks.
Alright. I'll shoot them with a crossbow.
Okay.
I got 13 to hit.
That hits.
Yay. 1d10 piercing. 6 damage.
Okay. He takes 6 damage. For a second attack, you could throw a javelin.
Alright, I'll do like that. Oh, I rolled a 16 personally.
What'd you get?
That would make it like a 4. So yeah, just put a javelin.
Yeah. Okay. Curious the Third, what would you like to do?
I am going to use my fancy wings and don't mess with it. I will fly up and land on the top of whatever I can on this little ruined building,
Okay.
and I will lob a fireball at that guy, the guy that's next to Mike. Not fireball, but fireball.
Okay. I was gonna be like, oh, okay. You're gonna play like that, huh?
It is a rave.
Oh, you were so lucky. All right, so you have advantage on your attack.
it's gonna be like 25.
Yes, that hits. And he will take double damage from a firebolt. I'm feeling he's going to eat a whole lot of shit.
22, so 44 on a double.
Yeah, so this guy ignites and goes up so much that there's literally nothing left.
Yeah, buddy.
Anything that you want to do with a bonus action?
No. I'm
Okay.
just gonna just keep concentrating on haste. Be like, you got this, Mike. You can do it. Bitch.
Maisel, make a saving throw. A DC 11 Wisdom saving throw. Oh wait,
Okay.
no wait, never mind. You are not frightened anymore.
Right.
What would you like to do?
Someone died.
He died. I would like to hit him with my crossbow.
Okay, go ahead and make your attack.
Let's see. 19?
That hits.
Okay. Although it did advantage, so I'm gonna try again. Just
Yeah.
in case I could get that.
Oh, either one of those hits.
Right.
Okay. Your second attack.
The second attack will be more of the same.
Yes, both of those hit.
Okay.
Or another 8. This guy actually drops. Okay. Did you want to send the Death Slud in or tell him to stay put so that he's not in the light?
Right. I think we're good. I think that's all I'm gonna do.
Okay. Mike, you've got one just to the northwest of you. The last one.
Do I have to do anything to not be scared?
Oh, that's right, you're scared. No, you are not scared anymore because Maisel just killed the one that was scaring you. So you can make your attack.
Then I will angrily make my attacks on that guy over there.
Okay.
The squiggly line is the wall.
Yes.
Yep.
Looks like if you step here, not in the wall.
Sure.
Yeah, you're adjacent to that guy.
Yep.
Yeah, decent but not in the wall. There you go.
34 to hit
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
I think that's 16.
for 16 damage.
Okay.
Oh wait, that was a nat 20.
Oh, double damage.
Hold on. That's 15. I have a brutal critical, which lets me add another die.
Oof. Oof.
So it would be 52 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, like a pit bull getting into a jar of mayonnaise. There is straw all over the place. Okay, so you take out the scarecrows quite handily.
Hey, level 10.
As you have approached this area, you see that there is as you approach the cluster of ruined cottages separated by low stone walls, you see a short stretch of dirt road that remains intact. You see, you don't really have to look too hard into these little cottages because most of their walls have enough holes that you can just see right through them. The cottages contain rotted furnishings and nothing of value. The walls that separate the cottages are 3 feet tall and easily scaled or circumvented.
just want to remind everybody that we have a pouch with 10 pinches of dust of dryness, which can like turn like a 15 by 15 foot cube of water into a pellet. So that might become handy at some point.
That is true.
We have.
You probably don't want to, take that pellet later for drinking water. I mean, being a Martian. This is a pellet of botulism. Here you go. Carries the third, where you're standing, toward the south end of the village lie the remains of a mansion built on higher ground. It has been reduced to a pile of stone and rotting timber. Empty arched windows stare at you. South of the ruin, an untamed garden runs rampant, surrounded by broken walls that are no longer able to contain it. East of the ruin, someone has erected a crude wooden fence forming a circular yard in which several goats are penned. Surmounting the fence posts are human skulls.
Those are some tough goats. No.
As you are examining this rotted mansion, a ghost takes shape in the fog, assuming the form of a giant of a man. His features mutilated and his entrails hanging out like frayed ropes. Despite its intimidating appearance, the apparition has a cringing light in its eyes. Why do you invade my home? Begone, I beseech you.
We gotta kill Clara.
You what?
So we have to kill Clara. Was it grandmother or?
Papa lasagna.
Yeah, I was dying laughing. So George Takei's Facebook page, he had posted an article about this woman who wanted to know if she was the asshole for getting pissed off at her in-laws because her and her husband had a baby, and it was a little girl, and they named her Elizabeth. And at first she was going to give her middle name of something else, but she decided to change the name to her great grandmother's name, which is Anya. And everybody always, because it's shortened, everybody calls her daughter Liz. So her name is Liz Anya. And all of her in-laws kept referring to her daughter as lasagna.
Nice.
She's, am I the asshole for getting pissed off? I'm like, well, you created this dilemma, so so kind of, yeah. So you tell this ghost that you're here, that you are searching for a way to destroy Strahd or Strahd's adopted mother.
Yeah, exactly.
The ghost introduces himself. He says, I was once the burgomaster of this town of Berez. My name is Ulrich. Strahd refuses to let me leave and find rest because of what I did to the poor Marina. You have to know, Marina had to be saved from the ever-present danger of Strahd, and the only way to save her soul was to kill her.
I understand your dilemma. I'm going to euthanize you someday.
Now, so the story that you were told by Esmeralda, you know that Marina, from what you've learned, so Strahd was in love with Tatiana, and what you know about Barovia is that souls are reincarnated, more or less, and are recycled over and over and over again, which is what's your experience with Irina Koliana, is that this is why Strahd fell in love with her, is because she was the recycled soul of Tatiana. You're guessing that Marina was also the recycled soul of Tatiana.
Oh, okay. So we've done the same thing, then, like the exact same thing.
So, I mean, do you want to tell him that Marina was reborn as Irina, or?
Sure.
Okay. Make a charisma check.
While they're discussing that with him, I'm gonna go over to the circle and collect a few skulls for later snackage.
Okay.
I got it.
For your it tastes like chicken.
You got a what on your charisma check?
18.
Okay. Ulrich is very happy to hear that Marina has been reborn, and he says, "Please be careful. The witch Baba Lysaga lives in the creeping hut," and tells you that she can be found in the center of Berez, to the north. And when you look to the north, you can see that there is this very strange hut that looks like the bottom of it looks like it's up on stilts, but the bottom of it, where the stilts would be, is actually the rotted base of a stump, and the with the roots coming off of the stump and digging into the earth, into the marsh, almost like tentacles.
Sure is it?
Okay, so we'll probably right?
I'm sorry, what was that?
The next step. We'll probably have your time to play, right?
Right. So yeah, he tells you that he points this out and says that is Baba Lysaga's hut.
Does he know anything about how to beat her or hours or anything?
Maybe. Let's see here. He tells you that Baba Lysaga is an ancient, and that she has maintained her youth by bathing in the blood of the young.
Creepy.
Sounds like a nice woman.
She's got a very dedicated beauty routine.
Does she make tasty sweet treats too?
No.
I thought she might be in the drink pie business.
She doesn't have time to make the tasty sweet treats. So what we are going to do is we are going to break there and pick this up next week, right where we left off. There are a couple of other things that will happen here, or little sights to see in the town of Berez before you may want to assault Baba Lysaga. So yeah, you guys should be level 9 now, and that'll give Carius III a chance to pick out a new spell.
I picked it out.
Nice, what'd you pick?
Shield of Faith.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one, yeah. Agreed. Okay, well, we will pick this up next week at 4 p.m., or I'm sorry, at 12 p.m. on Saturday. And until then, I wish everybody to have a good week.
Thanks, gang. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Have a good one, guys.
You too.